I'm not as fit as I used to be.
I think I'm gonna faint.
There better be some way across to that building.
There's a cop down here!
Everyone scram!
speed, is it? This is wonderful. First of all, we'd better get you looking like a fire officer, hadn't we, huh? There is a shiny new uniform in the middle garage. If you can get the door open. Don't you look as bright as a button? Okay, we're going to start things out nice and easy. Oh no! Look! A raging inferno has erupted. Oh, that's great! Well done! Wait a minute. That door is shut. Oh, and an innocent valve handle is trapped behind it. Oh, and look here. Here's Speedy! Good! Oh, great heavens! Look! One of your soon-to-be comrades has accidentally turned their hose pressure up too high. But who could help him? Who might have some kind of valve? Yes, you see where I'm going with this? Some kind of valve to lower the pressure.
All right, you lasted ages. That's gotta be a record.
Muy bien! You made short work of that, didn't you? Let us go to the next area, shall we? What excitement could await us in there? Open the gates!
Wow! They've done this place up really nice. Huh. Maybe if we did the same for Dunby's birthday, he wouldn't be such a grumpy pants.
Hey, JC, how you settling into your new job?
Good, but I'm gonna have to get the fire chief out of his office so I can open the door to the boathouse.
I'm sure you won't disappoint me, kid. The last person who disappointed me bought the farm, you know?
You mean?
Yeah, even after I told him it was a terrible investment. Anyway, don't sweat the fire chief thing. You'll figure it out, kid. Everybody has a weakness.
The chief's sulking in his office.
Go away. I'm busy. I'm not crying.
It's no good. I can't beat it. The heads keep spinning and I can't aim my extinguisher straight.
I had the exact same problem. Which kinda worrying, seeing as we're meant to be firefighters.
You know, Chief Burns is such a party pooper.
Yeah, just because we got him the wrong kind of cake.
And blew out the candle before him.
And opened some of his presents.
And congratulated him on his 50th birthday when he's only 40.
And got him a Mother's Day card instead of a birthday one.
And got his name wrong on it. I mean, what's wrong with that?
He is so touchy.
You gotta aim for their mouths.
But only when they're facing you.
Hey, you did it!
Oh, well done, man.
That is outstanding.
What's going on out there? You people better not be enjoying yourself on my birthday. I better not see anyone smiling down there.
Time to find this boat and sail it away.
Hey, Chase, over here.
I know those two. They're cops. You, go and warn the bus.
I guess the softly approach is out of the question. You ready, Studsky?
I was born ready. Ready for what?
We've got to get to Natalia as fast as possible. Chan could be doing anything to get information out of her.
Like giving her ice cream?
What? He's not gonna try to bribe her, Studsky.
No, I mean I get really bad headaches from ice cream.
All right, that really isn't helping.
I need to get that gate open. Here, doggy doggy.
So, is Natalia ticklish? What? Is she ticklish? Once I got tickled so badly by a mugger that I told him the security code for my bank card.
You told me he threatened you.
Yeah, with more tickling.
So you're really ticklish, are you?
Don't even think about it, Clutch. You already know my security code anyway.
You still haven't changed it from your birthday?
Yeah, to my twin sisters.
Hey, Chase, You in the bank?
I'm in a sewer.
Wow, did you take a wrong turn? I'm kidding. I've been reading the instructions for the color gun.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're gonna need to fill it from a color swapper.
That sounds like an unusual thing to find in a sewer.
I agree. I just have this weird feeling there'll be one down there. Chase, I just read some more. Keep a lookout for a red color swapper.
Right, red color swapper.
Whoa, this emerald. It's meant to be the most flawless one in the world. Not like those useless lumps of crystal they get out of the bluebell mine. I mean, they're valuable, but this thing, whoa. I can almost taste that big old gemstone. The bell pepper emerald is gonna make me a fortune!
You know someone that can handle the sale?
No need. We're stealing it to order. I've been doing some work for a private buyer, and he wants it real bad.
I better find the emerald and get out of here before someone catches me.
Hey, Chase, I got to the really good part of the manual. You can use the color gun to turn things silver.
That kind of defeats the point of me robbing a bank, doesn't it?
It's not real silver, but it's close enough to make stuff all shiny and reflective. Useful if there are laser beams around. Capiche?
Yeah, that might be handy in this place.
Great. Just fill it with silver color if you see a swapper. And keep a lookout for the bell pepper emerald. Call me when you get out of the vault.
Huh. Well, the emerald wasn't in there. Now that is a jewel.
Whoever's in here, you are breaking the law!
Well, it only seems fair I do something nice for the bank, too. The statue looks a lot more colorful than that.
Chase, you in?
Yeah. The warden just went through a door on the other side of his office.
That's his private bathroom. Block the door. The warden has a hidden elevator to Rex's cell block in his office, but he's not gonna let you snoop around for it.
Gotcha.
Oh.
He won't get out of there in a hurry.
Hello? Is someone out there? No, I told you. I haven't let anyone look in there. Not even that fool Dunby. I don't want you back here either. No. Of course I didn't call you from a toilet. Gotta go. Who is that? What are you doing? Are you looking in my safe? Don't touch my records. They're alphabetized.
Ah, the old secret entrance behind a painting. What a classic. Hey guys, does Rex know you're using his hot tub?
You're gonna lose!
So, did you manage to get into the warden's private elevator?
Yeah. Wow, Rex's cell is nicer than my apartment.
Mostly down to me, after the warden made sure he got the biggest room in the prison. What'd you expect to find in there, anyhow?
I figure he was probably in a hurry when he busted out of here. So he might have left some evidence behind.
Good luck catching Rex, Chase. And when you get him, tell him Blue says hi.
Put him up. I'm just... playing with you so far. All right, put him up.
I don't suppose you're open to bribery.
There better not be any massive fan blades this time! Oh good, no fan blades! Just laser cannons! Followed by rotating energy beam things! I bet this shaft just ends in a giant furnace. Submarine! Well, that must be how they sneak most of the equipment in.
Let's give this thing an upgrade. Right. Just pretend it's one of those claw machines from the fun fair.
What's going on? Uh-oh. Hey! Submarine!
Ha! That should stop them sneaking any more equipment in, and I can use this engine to get through the reinforced door over there. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Coming through! And what's behind this? Right. I've got to get up to the professor.
Hello? Thank you. Goodness me! Chase McCain! The last time I...
Pete should have been more careful in that unstable tunnel. If he'd just been a sharp miner, then he wouldn't be a flat miner now.
I am easily gonna make my quota this month. I'm gonna spend my bonus on going to one of those health spas to get paper.
Oh, dang-nammit! My first day in the job and I managed to jam this big... Oh, come on! They haven't finished building the track! I can't move my car to dynamite! Did you ever find out why those guys who broke in here?
No idea. Maybe they're starting their own mine. Good for 'em.
The next time I get an urge to ride around in mine carts, I should check the foreman isn't watching first. I can't believe I have to work a double shift now.
I need to get that open. Wonder if I could use that. Why would they keep hat stands outside? I could use that super build. Those things are awesome. Another hat stand. Huh. And yet, no one is wearing a hat.
Slowly does it. Be calm. Don't go too fast.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna complain to the manufacturers of these torches. They last like 10 seconds.
way easier than the regular ones.
So, were all the hats stolen? Oh, wait! These are wooden practice dummies for karate. Hat stands, you idiot, Chase.
No! Not my sculpture! Oh!
Yowzers! And I thought Dunby had bad breath. None of these guys look like a berry to me. Maybe there's a bell I have to ring for service. Hey, I get to do another super build now. The dinosaur exhibit? Great. The T-Rex is bound to be in there. Well, that certainly isn't a T-Rex. And that isn't a T-Rex either.
Can't get in here. Can I smell burning?
Where is the T-Rex? If I ran this place, it'd be right in the middle, being all roar. I've got enough bricks to build that T-Rex now. I found bricks. Maybe there's something I can build around here. Hey, I just reinvented the wheel. Hey, I can use them to build a T-Rex. That is lucky. Ooh, an ancient Jurassic period box. Hope this mummy's tomb isn't cursed. I'm not sure that's even a real dinosaur.
Hey, you'll need to move that barrel. Push it over by that cone and stuff.
I gotta figure out who my contact is in this place.
Hurry, and get through the door. Don't you have a crowbar? Listen, fix that fuse box. I don't need any more collateral damage.
I can't wait to have a cup of joe.
That you, Jimmy? I got a message from Rex.
He wants you to get a crane from this place. Gotta go.
Well, that was to the point.
I could be an architect. It's just drawing pictures of houses. I was doing that when I was 5.
How's the project going?
Well, the first floor's gone great, but the second floor, that's enough.
How do I tell them that I don't like coffee? I mean, if I tell them I like Earl Grey tea, will they fire me? I think my cousin was fired from the police force for not liking donuts. That or stealing a computer.
The foreman reminds me of somebody.
wait here and keep the engine running. Get up there, get the stuff, and get back down.
Okay. It's weirdly quiet around here. Maybe Blackwell security guys are on holiday. Maybe not. Okay, Chase. Don't take anything too valuable. Just find something. If I was a secretive billionaire, where would I hide my vault? Oh, right. How does chopsticks go again? See? Now that's a sensible place to hide a vault. hope all the security means Natalia's nearby. A silver statue and a giant letter B. Subtle and classy, Blackwell. Playground? That's just weird. What's weirder is I really want to play on that slide.
tall is a house?
I'm gonna need to break the latch off to get Vinny out. Sheesh, Vinny. I know Rex is
Thanks! The leader locked himself in the ice cream factory. You can get in through a secret passage in my office. Whew. I want to know why they did this. What? One of those worms has drawn a mustache on my mother's painting. How could they do that? Do you know how much I had to pay the artist to leave her mustache off in the first place? She'll go crazy if she sees this.
Why is it so dark? Is it nap time? If it's nap time, why am I standing up?
Vinny really likes ice cream. That is a pretty unconventional way of locking a door.
How did you get in here? What does it matter? You can't hurt us! If you're after an ice cream, this place is closed for business. Permanently!
Food was
Ellie? Chen wants me to take a moon buggy.
Wow.
Yeah, but I can't get to it because it's in the shuttle surrounded by mechanics, and I'm in the control room.
Maybe you can do something to get their attention.
That's the last thing I want, isn't it?
No, because then they'll have to come to the control room, meaning you can sneak into the hangar.
Okay. I'll just try pressing some buttons then. What's the worst that can happen? Yep, that might get their attention. I hope that vent up there leads to the hangar.
Whoa! Power levels have dropped off the scale. All engineering staff return to the control room and check systems.
Ooh, I wonder if my driving license covers space rockets. Ellie, how do I get the moon buggy out of the shuttle?
There should be a button you can press to open its delivery bay.
And that'd need power to work, right?
Yeah? Why?
I think I broke the power supply back there. And now the control room is full of people.
Right. Hang on. It's okay. There should be some high-powered lasers in the hangar. You can use them to power up the shuttle. Wow. There is literally nothing you can't find with these online encyclopedias.
Okay. Anything else I should know?
The annual rainfall in Lego City?
Thanks, Ellie. Did they get this thing out of a disco? That was kind of like hopscotch. Not that I've ever played that. That's weird. I don't feel any lighter. I bet it's because of those cookies I ate in the rocket.
I thought it would. Although I imagine hitting the ground will.
You're okay.
Yeah, but you're about to be not okay.
Are you mad? We're plummeting to our doom.
Ladies before gentlemen, get him, boys. Hey, quit throwing people at me.
It has come to my attention that regrettably you pair are still in one piece. Although I'm happy to report that I don't think that will be the case for long.
Stop it!
Oh, but don't worry. Everyone important is safe in the command module with me, along with billions of studs worth of gold. So really, this is just a setback, a minor inconvenience.
Come on, stop tossing porcelain!
You see, once the command module is safely back on the ground, I will begin anew. I will gather my resources and rebuild my...
Natalia, are you all right? Where are you? What?
Hurry up! The other person has been disconnected and will crash into the ground in 3 minutes. Please hang up and dial again.
Natalia!
I need to get that open. Ooh, I could use that super build. Those things are awesome. Wonder if I could use that.
Dragon! No, 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 no! Not my sculpture! Oh!
Yowzers! And I thought Dunby had bad breath. None of these guys look like a berry to me. Maybe there's a bell I have to ring for service.